Welcome back to the channel. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me so we can get right to it. Let's go. You got to keep going even when you see no results. Most progress and most success is internal. It's your discipline, your habits, your mindset that you have to build up before the results will show up. It starts with you first. It starts with the things that are behind the scenes that are going to make you level up, that are going to improve your life. They're going to help on this self-improvement journey. Because the work comes first, the results come later. And if you quit early in this process, all it does is guarantee failure, right? If you quit when things get difficult, it just guarantees failure. If you quit before you get the rewards or you get the celebrations, then it's going to all be for nothing. So I want you guys to, instead of focusing on the outcomes, I want you to focus on consistency. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to be more consistent, right? Because consistency builds momentum. It builds momentum in all different areas of your life. If you can be more consistent with your money, if you can be more consistent with your social media, if you can be more consistent with your business, if you can be more consistent with your brand, your job, your financial responsibilities, your family obligations, if you start to become a little more consistent in just a couple of areas, two areas, then it'll migrate to the third area. Then it can improve the fourth area and the fifth area. In a year or two, you're like, damn, homie transformed. Homie really leveled up. How did he do it? He was consistent. He was consistent with tracking his money. He was consistent with posting on social media. He was consistent in his business. He was showing up to his job. He was putting in the work. He was asking questions, going to the meetings, getting the trainings, right? All these things just give you more confidence, right? So the more you do something, you get a little bit better at it, you get more confident. So next time you have a challenge in life, whether it be business, whether it be family issues, whether it be, any obstacle, you're gonna be more confident. Like, yo, all right, let me figure this out and let me give this a try. And when you're more consistent with it, you just become better. And if you can become good, then you can become great. And that's the message I'm trying to push. So keep going even when you don't see the results at first. Most men really don't fail in life. I think most of us get impatient. Too many people are looking for the instant gratification of success. They want to start a business and get rich in a year. They want to start making music and get famous in a year. They want to relocate to a new environment and think there's going to be the man in the spot in a couple of months or in a couple of years. Like, nah, you got to build this up. You got to build that lifestyle. You got to build that confidence. You got to build that momentum, and you have to maintain it too. That's why they say it's only at the top, right? It's only at the top because when you get there, there's not a lot of people around who can maintain it. You make a wrong move and you fall down. You slip and you fall down. Somebody's hating on you, you fall down. Something that you can't control happens to you and people fall down. So that's why they say it's only at the top, because when you get there, you got to maintain all these challenges and obstacles that you had to climb just to get to the top. So a lot of people just fail because they're impatient. Like, becoming successful is a long-term commitment, bro. If you want to be good at anything, if you want to be great at anything, it's about the patience that have through the growth process. You look at, I like to use Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan because they're like my favorite athletes, right? There were times where they weren't the best player on their team. People forget that Kobe sat on the bench his first couple years. He was he had to kill people in practice before he got playing time. Even though he was the number one ranked high school kid coming out of high school, and he was supposed to be the top pick. Remember, he came to the Lakers. Lakers were already like a player caliber type squad. So he had to like get busy in practice. He had to get busy in the scrimmages. So that's the same thing with you, man. How you gonna get great? It's by putting in the work. It's by putting in the work behind the scenes. It's not gonna be easy. It's not gonna be handed to you. The results are not guaranteed in life. But if you quit, failure is guaranteed. So I want you guys to be patient. I want you guys to love the process of becoming whatever you want to become. I don't care if it's a doctor or an artist, content creator, a plumber. I don't care what you want to do, bro. I support it. Go do it. But understand that there's a process to it. And there's going to be ups and downs and peaks and valleys. And you just got to be committed. right, I want to talk about this example. There's a show, and I had to write this down because I was going to mess it up. There's a show called Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives, right? It's a Food Network show. And there's this guy named Guy Fieri. He's like an international chef, TV personality guy. And he goes to these restaurants. In every episode, I think there's like 3 or 4 restaurants. And he go try like their food, and he's getting these messages from these other people saying, hey, you got to come to the city, you got to come to this town, check out this restaurant, check out the spot. And he goes there, and they usually cook up a couple dishes that are like really popular. And the people will always say that there's an effect after that episode hits where their business like takes off. So imagine you're a restaurant, you've been grinding for all these years, and then here comes a celebrity, he's got a TV show, and he's got cameras, and they, you show them how to make your cheeseburger with fries. And there's a million cheeseburgers out there, right? But how you make it is unique. And the show comes on, and all these people keep showing up at your restaurant. All these people keep showing up at your business because this celebrity kind of gave it a shout out. That's a breakthrough. You had to keep building that business knowing that, hey, a celebrity may never walk in here. But there's an effect to it. So I want you guys to understand that a lot of you guys are closer than you think. Your breakthrough is a lot closer than you think. For some person, from one homie, it might be 3 months. Another homie, it might be 3 years. This homie who's been making music, his breakthrough might be 6 years. You've been in a career and you've been trying to become the director of the department, but it might take you 2 years. It might take somebody 20 years. But your breakthrough is coming, bro. I'm telling you, you're closer than you think. So if you're grinding right now, you're hitting the gym and you're reading books and you're watching good content like this, I support y'all, I rock with y'all, I appreciate it. But if you don't see immediate results, that doesn't mean you should quit or try something new. It should mean you should keep going. When people are overlooking you, when people are doubting you, and people start to slowly hate on you when you start to get a little bit of success, that means you're doing the right thing. That means you should be doubling down and tripling down. If people are doubting you, that should give you the energy. That should give you the motivation to like, yo, I'm going to do this. I'm going to show everybody how this shit is done. Because a lot of people are going to quit when times get difficult. A lot of men quit when they don't get all the things to work for them in their perfect plan of how their business or their career or their relationship is going to work. But I'm here to tell you guys, you're a lot closer than you think. So keep believing in yourself. Keep investing in yourself. Keep going. Never give up. That's the message. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Subscribe to the vibe. You know what time it is. Since you got L, I'm up out of here. Peace.